Hello and welcome to another episode of Erongo Talk. I'm your host, Irene Marie van der Walt, and it is officially Wednesday, meaning that the worst of the week is behind us. In today's episode, we are joining you from Pelican Bay Hotel in Walvis Bay, and we will be chatting with Nancy Garoes of Express Gardening Services about her business. As always, I will bring you the latest news, weather, and tides, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. And now it is time for your news. In our first story for today, we start off on an Afrikaans note. Die stigter van Soapbox Namibia, Connie Mendes, sê sy kan nie die belangrikheid van hande was genoeg beklemtoon nie, veral nie nou met die COVID-19 pandemie nie. Die Wêreldgesondheidsorganisasie beveel aan dat jy jou hande ongeveer 30 sekondes met seep en warm lopende water moet was om dit effektief te ontsmet, sê sy. Volgens Mendes wil sy hande was pret maak, veral vir die jong span, en hulle sodoende aanmoedig om dit gereeld te doen. Soapbox Namibia se seepreeks bestaan uit verskillende kleurvolle ontwerpe wat boonop heerlik ruik. Van die seep wat ek vir kinders maak, kom met speelgoed in. Terwyl hulle hande was, kom 'n speelding stadig uit en dit is iets wat hulle kan hou. Die idee is om hande was vir kinders interessant te maak. Ons moet reeds op kindervlak begin, sê Mendes. And then in our second story for today, we move on to some English news. The Islamic Development Bank and Microsoft Philanthropies are joining hands to host a 5-day live webinar training for the youth on 20 to 24 June 2021. The webinar, Skilling Youth for Success Post-COVID-19, aims to support all youth through technology skills development for in-demand roles in the digital post-COVID economy. All youth are invited to register for the event, and the two partners are looking forward to an engaging event with the youth from across the globe. The series of webinars by the Islamic Development Bank and Microsoft will allow thousands of youth from across the globe to attend this online training, which aims to support the youth through capacity building. It also seeks to enable them to thrive in a complex future by equipping them with relevant technical skill sets such as digital and computing skills as well as soft skills. Then in our final story for today, the selling of recreational fishing permits on weekends and public holidays has been terminated with immediate effect. The acting executive director of the Fisheries Ministry made the announcement via a public statement. She said that the ministry's RFP offices have been operating Mondays to Sundays and on public holidays, excluding Christmas and New Year's in some towns, but that is now limited to office hours from Monday to Friday. The ministry decided that all RFP offices will henceforth only operate during the office hours from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock Monday to Friday, excluding weekends and public holidays. Herman Hornep, the director of Hanganeni Artisanal Fishing Association, HAFA, in Henties Bay, expressed the hope that members of the organization will not be impacted adversely by the newly announced regulation. I've not heard of the new directive and must find out whether our members will be affected. According to Lindy Barnard of the Namibia Fin Chasers, recreational angling is hit hard by this decision. Many people work at the mines and just want to get a permit quickly on a Saturday morning, and now they can't do that. And then the story we've all been waiting for, the President of Namibia, His Excellency Hage Geingob, has announced new COVID-19 regulations in an effort to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. So, for you in the Erongo region who might need to know, schools will soon be announcing a winter holiday, which will attempt to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 in face-to-face education. As for the regions in the central area of the country, they will unfortunately be stopping face-to-face education for the time being. Gatherings countrywide, nationwide, are limited to 10 persons per gathering, and gatherings can only go on for 2 hours in the case of indoor events. The curfew remains unchanged, that is 10 o'clock at night to 4 o'clock in the morning. Please do adhere to the curfew, and then you can find out about the rest of the new regulations at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na. This is also where you're going to go if you want to find out more about the stories we discussed earlier. And on that note, we conclude today's news.
I'm joined here by Nancy Garoes, who is the co-owner of Express Gardening Services. How are you doing?
I'm doing perfect. How are you, sir?
No, I'm doing very well. So Express Gardening Services has now moved here at the Bonus Markt Platz. Why did you guys decide to move this side? This is obviously the first day that you are here.
The reason we moved here to town, the Bonus Markt, is because here we see our potential customers and the area is quite busy. So we know that for sure we'll do some difference here in town. Yeah.
So target market wise, your people are surrounded this side.
Yes. And we're actually excited. We're excited to have found this place, and we want to say thank you to the owners for giving us this place.
Awesome stuff. So tell me, what kind of products do you sell? I see a lot of plants here. Maybe you can tell me more about your products.
Yes, this is just the start. Right now we are surrounded by just green plants, basically aloe veras, cactus, and all of those things. But we are planning to have a lot of variety of different plants, which is basically to bring in more color. Green, it's yellow, it's orange, and we want to also cater for cater for what we will put in our landscaping things as well, like bigger plants and everything. But those are still coming in the future. Yes.
Right, and flowers maybe in future as well. Flowers.
Yes, also flowers. Yes, starting from this month end, we will have more flowers here. Yeah.
Great. Now tell me, when did your love for plants as Nancy start, and why did you decide to go into this field?
Okay, that one is actually, I never used to even notice plants before, but my partner, Sam Philibus is his name. Unfortunately, he cannot join us today. He is stuck at work. He is the one that actually showed me the love for plants with what he created. He's doing landscaping, installing irrigation systems, and that's where I have seen the beauty into landscaping, and that's when I actually jumped in to be partners with him. And it actually started like 2-3 months ago, and I was like, this is a perfect opportunity and I see future here. Let me join you. Let us do this.
Let us do this. Yeah. So now in Swakopmund, obviously our soil is a little bit difficult. We were surrounded by dunes and so on. How do you guys, when it comes to this challenge, how do you make sure that you make it easier for yourself to plant these specific plants?
Since I only started 2-3 months ago, I cannot answer on that behalf, because the SM has the magic trick. Yes. He actually has the whole nursery at his place, and those plants are actually just blossoming. He's saying he is using manure. He's meeting things, and then it doesn't give him problems. The plants and the love that he has, I feel like it's a connection. The love, when you love what you do, it just gives you the perfect results, and I think that's what happened to his plants.
Awesome. So he obviously has the green fingers, as we call it.
Yes.
So now your business has moved this side, Bonus Markt Platz. What times are you guys open? What days are you open, and so on?
We are open from Monday to Saturday from 8 to 5. We don't have lunch. People that get lunch can come and buy some flowers for their loved ones, and month and week and holidays. Also, we'll be open from 8 to 1 o'clock. Saturdays, 8 from 8 to 1.
Awesome. Public holidays also open.
Yes, 8 to 1.
Awesome stuff. And when it comes to, do you guys do deliveries, perhaps?
Yes, deliveries. We just call in. Our landline is open. Our TN is open. So is our cell. MTC is also open. Just call us, and we will deliver the things to you.
Awesome. And on social media, where are you available? Are you available on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook? What is your handle?
Facebook and Instagram. No Twitter yet. Just search for Express Gardening Services, and you'll find us there.
Right. And you mentioned obviously deliveries. What is the magic number if you want them to if they want to deliver their plants to them?
064 406 599 is our landline number, and then 081 72 97350. I can't remember my DN number.
All right, no problems. Yeah. What are your last words for the people out there?
This is just plans, as you can see, but we do much more behind the scenes. We are majoring into landscaping. We do we install irrigation systems, and we want to cater for whole of Swakopmund, and then later in the stage whole of Erongo as well. So if you want to redesign your yard, if you want to do something small with your yard, whether it is to put in grass, anything, just give us a call. We are there for you when it comes to gardening services.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure, sir. Right. Thank you so much.
I'm Anthony Marman. I'm basically the graphic landscaping designer for Express Gardening. So what I do is when we get a garden or an area that we want to design, for plants and landscaping, what I do is we get a drawing of it and I do it on the computer, graphic-wise. We can do it in 3D and motion in picture-wise so that people can see how the garden and design would look like.
All right.
Yeah.
So tell us, how does that help this specific business?
Because Express Gardening is not just a shop, we do the gardening also. We want to introduce the fact that we're going to introduce the landscaping inside of the shop also. When customers come and they browse through the plants, we can also introduce them and say we do gardening. So here's our designs. If you'd like, if you're interested, we can come to do designs for you at your house. Yeah, and we do it actually very modernized.
All right, awesome. So what is your final words?
My final words is I would like everyone to express their interest in our company. Yeah, we do very, very high quality work. Our designs are, please go on Facebook, go look for Express Gardening Services, and you'll see from our Facebook page our work that we do.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
My name is Ethan Raymond from the Entrepreneurs Factory at the Dome in Swakopmund. Entrepreneur Thinking Tip today, I want to talk to you about the different roles of being an entrepreneur. If you recall in our previous one, we spoke about what is an entrepreneur, which is somebody who creates value, who exchanges that value to the benefit of everybody. Now, if you think about business, there's many different roles within the context of business, but all of them contribute to creating value and building the business. So whether you start a business, whether you build a business, whether you work in a business, or do a combination of those functions and roles, it doesn't really matter. As long as you create value, you share that value to the benefit of everybody. So what I want you to think about is, what role fits you best? If you think of what makes you tick, what makes you come alive, which of those roles fit you best and makes you come alive? And play towards those roles and being entrepreneurial in your own unique way. So go out there, be great, and be entrepreneurial, and let's chat in our next Entrepreneurial Thinking Tip.
The Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair 2021 brings you Exhibition Excellence and will be taking place from 26 to 31 August at the Ongwediva Trade Fair Showgrounds. The theme this year is Gearing for a Smart Economy. This year, exhibitors have their option to showcase their products and services at the Ongwediva Trade Fair Showgrounds or virtually via special trade fair website. Apply for a stand at www.oatf.com.na. Call 065 230 191. Email info@oatf.com.na. The Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair 2021 is proudly sponsored by MTC, FNB, Nedbank, Ongwediva Town Council.
And now it is time for your weather and tides from Walvis Bay and all the other major towns in the Erongo region. And that unfortunately brings us to the end of another episode of Erongo Talk. As you can see by the lovely cappuccino here, I have had a lovely time at Pelican Bay Hotel today, and I think I'm going to lounge here with my coffee. So if you like me and you don't know what to do for Father's Day yet, you can dine your dad with all the variety he could ever need this Sunday at Pelican Bay Hotel. So for $245 per person, you can bring your dad for the breakfast of his life, and there's discounts for children and pensioners as well. So I think it would be wise to get those 245 pennies together. So until tomorrow, you don't have to miss us too much, because you can check out our website. That's www.erongo.com.na. It's www.erongo.com.na. And if you want to get in touch with us to let us know what's happening in your community, you can get in touch at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040 on WhatsApp and on Telegram. This is also going to be the number that you call if you want to advertise with us in on our show or in our printed pages. So until tomorrow, we are seeing a rise in COVID-19 cases nationwide. So please stay safe, please stay healthy, wear your mask, sanitize your hands, maintain social distance, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We'll see you again tomorrow.